I need some music for the vibe. I literally cannot take myself seriously. I just can't. Hey everyone, my name is Elise and today I'm doing something different. I'm gonna do a makeup and hair tutorial for a Rachel Chu-inspired look. Rachel Chu, of course, is the main protagonist in Crazy Rich Asians. I also did a reaction video to the movie that you can check out. I'm gonna link it somewhere in here. I love this movie so much. I watched it 3 times. The first and second time I was too busy sobbing, but the third time I couldn't help but notice the amazing hair and makeup that Rachel Chu and Astrid Leung, these amazing characters, had the whole way through the movie. So I had an idea and I was like, what if I did a Crazy Rich Asians hair and makeup tutorial? And here we are. Today I'm going to be showing you a Rachel Chu inspired look. I noticed that a lot of the color scheme that they used for Rachel Chu's character was very mauve based, so this whole look is very mauve toned. Disclaimer, I'm not a professional MUA makeup artist, but it sounds like moi, like you're kissing everybody. Moi. So I'm definitely not a moi. I love makeup, I just do it for fun because I have performances and I taught myself, so I thought this would be fun to do. I like makeup and I like Crazy Rich Asians, so put 2 and 2 together and here's my tutorial. Alright, so let's get started. Prepped my face with skincare already and I used my favorite matte moisturizer by Origins called the Original Skin Matte Moisturizer. I'm not saying this because like, oh, I don't have enough subscribers to have sponsors, but this is really good. It smells really good and it keeps your skin matte. And so I noticed on my 3rd time watching, Rachel Chu had a very matte complexion. I thought it was really interesting because it definitely contrasted with, when you think of like Asian makeup, it's like very dewy and like shiny and bright, but like there isn't a lot of highlight that they use. So I thought I'd recreate her makeup look when she gets lost at Ama's house and Eleanor delivers the ice cold line, "You will never be enough." Let's try! So to start off, I'm gonna use this. This is so weird. I've never done a makeup video before, but it's so interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna use this, the Mattifier Shine Control Perfecting Primer and Finisher. And this should keep my skin very matte. You know, it's called the Mattifier, so hopefully it does its job. I'm gonna like put a bunch on my face because I'm shiny AF. And then I'm gonna use this really cute palette later. I just think the compact is also really cute, so I'm gonna use it as my mirror too. Wow, I didn't know there was so much silence when you make these videos. Alright, so my skin looks pretty mattified at this point. And now we are gonna use my favorite foundation, which like you'll figure out later in this video. I literally love all scented products. Honestly, anything scented peach, I'll probably buy it. Any food, any makeup, like anything. So this is the Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation in Porcelain. And I really like it because it's really buildable, but you could start like really light if you wanted to. I noticed that you could still see Constance's freckles and her beauty marks in the film, and I thought that was really cool. So we're not gonna cake on the foundation like crazy. So I'm gonna warm it up on the back of my palm and put it on my face. Like, I know a lot of beauty YouTubers like just squeeze it on their face like this, like, whoosh. But I'm like, don't waste this expensive 30+ foundation. Be right back, let me blend away all my problems. And see, it's like, it's pretty light coverage right now because I didn't use it a lot. So I like starting with a little because if you use too much, then you can't take it away. But if you use a little bit, you can slowly build to whatever coverage you want. Blend away again. I low-key think that Constance Wu has really nice skin in general, so they didn't really have to use that much product, but like I have blemishy skin, so we're gonna go in with hella concealer. So I'm gonna go in with the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in light neutral, and just to brighten and cover some blemishes. Might as well cover this in my entire face, but it's all good. Alright, I'm gonna dot my entire face in this, so I'm gonna do more on my under eyes because I don't really get enough sleep. I'm gonna subtly highlight my nose. As subtle as it gets, you know. Blend everything in. feel like I'm just stabbing my face with a beauty blender, but like it feels so good. Okay, so now I've mimicked a semi-smooth complexion. So to set my face, I'm going to use the Peach Perfect powder, the Mattifying loose setting powder. I really like Too Faced peach smelling stuff, and it like weirdly tastes good too. Like if I like breathe the powder if I'm trying to put on my face, it's like, oh, it's sweet. Which is really weird, but like I'm down for it. So I'm just going to use a fan brush, a huge ass fan brush, and pick up some product. And then grab my mirror, just like put it everywhere. Just under my eyes first to set that, because usually that's very easy to crease. Probably creased already because I was talking so much, but just gonna roll with it. I feel like this is the most fun step for me. It like feels good, like the brush is like cool, so our face is done. Well, the base is done, so let's move on to the brows and eyes. So I noticed in the movie, Rachel Chu has more straight brows. Angular brows kind of make you look more fierce, and straight brows are more of the Asian style actually, which I thought was very interesting. We're gonna draw straight brows on my curvy brows, and we're gonna see how it works. And I'm using the Signature Brow Pencil by Kat Von D. I was suckered into buying this at Sephora and I'm not unsatisfied with it. I had to return the Anastasia one that everyone really likes because it like broke, like the spoolie broke on me after I used it like 3 times. It was really disappointing, so. So I'm just doing the initial shape and then I'm going to use concealer. I'm going to wipe it down on the top and the bottom. So I feel like most brow tutorials, they have you draw like light hair-like strokes first and then you blend things in, but usually I like making the really blocky shape first, even if it looks weird, because I can just use a spoolie and like, you know, blend away all my troubles. Okay, I feel like they look terrible right now, but I'm gonna fill in foundation and we'll see if it looks better, I hope. Going in with this kind of brush. I don't use name brand brushes because I'm cheap, so yeah, it's just like a brush that is in my little brush palette thing that I have. My brush kit that my mom bought me. Thanks, Mom! Straighter brows, I think. It must be so much awkward silence that like beauty YouTubers cut out of their videos because I'm just like taking my time trying to figure out like how to even make up at this point. So the next thing I'm going to use is literally my holy grail favorite brow product ever. We're going to set our brows. I noticed that Rachel Chu's brows in the movie, they were very natural looking, so I didn't define the bottom foundation. I just put the top because I was concealing my own brow shape to be more like hers, which is more straight. But yeah, we're going to fluff up our brows and make them look really crunchy and natural. Is crunchy always natural? I don't know. Natural, make them look excited. I don't know. Okay, I'm not good at describing brows. I've used this so much that you literally can't even see. It's supposed to say Glossier here and it's like totally rubbed off because I use it so much. I'm just gonna brush up like this. Follow the natural shape of your brows. You know when you have like good brow days and bad brow days, I feel like this is just like not a good brow day for me and I'm really trying my best, but it's okay, let's just move on. Next off, I noticed that Rachel Chu didn't have like crazy eye makeup. Actually, like most of the characters didn't have really crazy eye makeup except like Kitty Pong, who literally had like cat eye and like a beehive hair. It was like Amy Winehouse on steroids. It was like intense. Everything was very natural and it was more, instead of like making a statement with the shadows, it was more like complementing her natural beauty already. So we're gonna use the Love, Trust, and Fairy Dust palette. It's an eyeshadow and cheek palette by Tarte Cosmetics, and it smells really good. It literally smells like candy, so I'm all about it, and there's some really cute colors, and we are gonna go into them, and I'm gonna figure out how to do this. Cool, so I'm gonna prime my lids with this Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion that I've had for like maybe like 5 years. But it still works. Oh, these eyeshadows have names. So with this brush, I went in with Gossamer. Way in the gossamer breeze. Shout out if you know that. I'm just gonna set my eyelid and put this all over. My camera overheated, so I had to let it breathe a little bit. Also, in context, it's like 1:48 a.m. So I'm like low energy because again, don't want to wake the roommates. And for some reason, I just like working at night. I don't know, I get weird inspiration at night. I get like really sad or like inspired at night. And we're gonna go in with this light mauve color called Whimsical. This one, how do people do this again? Maybe like this? Anyway, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna put it like all over my eye. Gotta make sure they look even. Okay, and then to add some more definition, we're gonna go into a darker color and put it on the outer corners of our eye, but just lightly because I noticed it's not like a crazy eyeshadow look, so. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the darker purple, which is Wish, and then we're just gonna put it lightly, put it in the outer corners. Like I said, not trying to go too ham with it, so I just added a little bit more definition on the outer corners and just realized not even. Yeah, like I said, I noticed there wasn't a lot of highlight used, so I might just like leave it alone with the front parts of my eyes. So done with the top part of our eyes, I'm gonna go in with the Gossamer again, and I'm gonna just put it underneath my brow bone just to highlight that area a little more. Alright, and now we're gonna do eyeliner. I personally love doing cat eye makeup because I'm just like, I want to have like long, beautiful almond eyes, but I noticed that they just did like an eyeliner, just lining your eyes naturally, so I think it looked really nice too, so I'm gonna try it. And today we're gonna use the Pat McGrath Black Smudge Liner Eye Kohl. This thing packs a freaking punch, and so I'm gonna tight line and I'm gonna line my eyes with it. I never thought that like tight lining makes a difference, but if you can see, like, tight lining really defines the eye. Tight line? No tight line. Tight line? No tight line. Okay, so I'm done tight lining both eyes. Now I'm gonna try to go as close to the lash line as possible and make a black line defining my eye. I'm gonna line my eye for eyeliner. Surprise. Like I said, this eyeliner really packs a punch, so I'm just gonna line it a little bit, and then I'm gonna go in with an eyeshadow brush and just like, I'm gonna blend it out. Blend my problems away. That's the theme of this entire makeup tutorial. Okay, so I have a pretty defined line on both the eyes. I'm just gonna get a eyeshadow brush and I'm gonna smudge it out a little bit. This brush. I like it because it can stab my eye really well, so it's gonna like really go in. Okay, so I made a little mistake here. I went a little ham, so I'm just gonna grab some more concealer. I'm gonna conceal the sides here. And this way we can actually create a more defined line too for the eyeshadow, so killing two birds with one stone. I'm just gonna go back in with my eyeshadow brush just to make the line a little more natural. So with the same smudger brush, I'm gonna just take my kohl liner, I'm gonna just tap it on the top, get some product on my brush, and then dab it subtly on my under eye. Cool, so the line will look a little more natural once I add the glow highlight in the middle. And we're gonna go in with the middle highlight color that's huge and amazing. I'm just gonna take it with my little brush, put it in the inner corners of my eye. I'm getting it in my eye too, but I mean, if I could be made of glitter, I mean, I probably wouldn't mind. I'm actually going to extend it to the top a little bit just to really highlight the inner corner. So the way I do it is I get product and then I dot the inner corner of my eye and then I build up from it. It's done and then build up. Kind of following the inner contours of your eye. So I just bring it up and I naturally just... We're almost done, and now we're going to move on to lashes. I'm going to use this thing that's really cool that I've had for years now, and it is an electric eyelash curler. My eyelashes are pretty straight, and also the shape of my eye doesn't really fit most eyelash curlers. I usually end up like pinching my own skin and it's like really painful and like not fun. So I got this eyelash curler that's electric, and it's really cool because the dot turns white when it's ready. And it's red right now, so I'm going to wait a little bit. Before I do that, I'm going to also line my under eye with this Wonder pencil that I got from NYX. It'll brighten my eyes even more. Cool, I'm bright AF. My new eye curl number 2, I got this in Taiwan like years ago. It's ready, so I'm going to put it near my eye and I'm going to curl my lashes. Alright, we're almost done. I'm just going to add a little bit of light nose highlight because I noticed that she does have a little bit of highlight here. And I'm using the Colourpop Super Shock highlighter in Scrumptious. It's like a cute, petally satin pink. I thought that it would be subtle. Just going for a subtle glow. I just rub it. That's some of my Widow's Peak. I mean, Cupid's bow. Widow's Peak, Cupid's bow. They sound like they would be the same thing. Just kind of subtle. Alright. The last step is moving on to the lips. I noticed that the makeup artist weirdly like kind of overlined Rachel Chu's lips in the movie, so I'm going to kind of overline the top part of my lips. Hopefully it doesn't look crazy. And I'm using a Tester Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Lip Pencil, and I think this is like a rose color. It's in mauve. You know, I did that on purpose actually. And I noticed there's no glossiness on anyone's lips in this movie, so they're definitely all about the matte look. I'm putting this lip liner all over my lips. Mauve vibes. Is it mauve or mauve or mauve? I always thought about that, but like mauve sounds like the most bougie, so I just call it mauve. Okay, it's a little purple right now, so I'm gonna add this nude color. This is a NYX Lingerie matte lip in a color called Lip Lee. I'll write it in the description box. She doesn't have very blushy blush in the movie. Blushy blush. Do I have to say it 3 times? I'm just gonna put a little bit of bronzer on. I noticed that like definitely accentuated her like tanness. So I'm gonna use this Smashbox Contour Palette that I've had for 5 years. Clearly I just have my makeup for 5 years. And I'm just gonna mix the contour and the bronzer shade. And I'm just gonna like put it on my cheeks. Put it a little higher than the contour would be, so just like. Alright, and the finishing makeup step to define my under eyelashes, I'm gonna use the They're Real Benefit Cosmetics mascara. And I'm gonna cake that on my under eyelash line because I literally have non-existent lower lash line eyelashes. Lower lash line eyelashes. Try saying that 5 times fast. Lower eyelash line. Lower eyelash eyelash. Alright, moving on to hair. So Rachel Chu's hair in Crazy Rich Asians was on point. Like honestly, props to the hairstylists because Homegirl's hair looked amazing the whole time. So I'm gonna try to recreate that. So to start off, we're just gonna curl all my hair to give it its wavy texture. But before I do that, dirty hair does the best for curling for me because usually my hair just like doesn't hold a curl because I just have really straight hair. So I'm gonna spray it with Batiste Instant Hair Refresh Tropical Smell Dry Shampoo. It's my favorite one and it smells like amazing. Second bottle. I'm just gonna spray my roots. So I just fluff my roots, make sure it like goes in. But because I have thicker hair, I'm gonna just start by sectioning it off. So I'm gonna tie most of it up. Usually like fancy professional people have like hair clips, but I just have like this hair tie I use. It's okay. Just like tie this little like fluffy crazy. Hey guys, it's like turkey hair. I'm gonna section off my hair. Just gonna do this. Just wind it around a few times. Wait like 5 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so her waves are very natural, so we're just gonna fluff everything out a little bit. Kind of like this look. I think it would be a cool look if Rachel Chu as a person were like, I want to go hang out and just be myself. I also chose this. It's a floral dress because she wears a lot of floral in the movie. Here's the finished look. Am I supposed to like do cool poses now? Like... This is my Rachel Chu going on a low-key date with Nick Young look. If they were grabbing sushi in Williamsburg or something. Anyways, thank you so much for watching my video. Let me know if you want to see more makeup tutorials. This is like a new experiment I'm trying. Let me know in the comments below. Feel free to hit the thumbs up button, follow me on the interwebs, and subscribe. Thanks! I'm gonna go to sleep now.